Go ahead, Jalissa.
Thank you. Morning and afternoon to everyone. Hope you are doing well. So we're on lesson 9 now. So we're going to be doing definite and indefinite articles today in lesson 9. This one is a little bit, I don't want to use the word tricky, but it can be a bit challenging for some students. So I will take it slowly. And if you need any further explanation, just raise your hand up and I'll be more than happy to help you out. Right, so definite, you would be using the word the, and for indefinite, you'll be using a and an. So we'll go into a bit more detail about what is definite and indefinite. So definite, we use definite to mean specific. So specific and like kuripita things. So it could be like specific, could be an apple. An apple is specific. You're being really specific about what you're talking about. Or you could be talking about a particular person. It could be a particular teacher that you're talking about. So that is being specific. So when we are talking about something in particular, we use the. We use the indefinite article a and an only with singular countable nouns. So singular countable nouns. And nouns, you all know what nouns are by now. So nouns are like a person, place, or thing. But singular countable nouns are just one. So a dog is, you're talking about one dog. An egg would be one egg. You're referring to one egg. A very big man, you're talking specifically about one person. And an extremely delicious meal. Now, another tip that you can use to remember, you use an for any words that starts with the vowels. Okay, so vowels are A, E, I, O, and U. So if you find any words that start with A or starts with E, for example, elephant, you won't say a elephant, you would say an elephant. Because it starts with one of the vowels. If it starts with I or O or U, again, you will use the word an and not a. Okay, so even if you were saying, you won't say I need a umbrella, I need an umbrella. Okay. And indefinite. So we use indefinite to mean non-specific. So if you're not talking about anything specific, but just in general, then it's indefinite. We are talking about something in general, we use a or an. Okay, so if you're talking about anything in general, so general could be if you're just talking about maybe a birthday party that's coming up. Okay, so we have a birthday party soon coming up, so you would use the word a. You won't use we have the birthday party coming up, so it will be a. Okay, so we're going to look at some examples, and there's also one more thing. So it is sometimes also possible to have no articles. So what they mean by no articles is known as there are no definite or indefinite. And this could be because there are no countable nouns. So dogs, more than one. Eggs, more than one. Hot meals, also more than one, because they end in S. Music, you won't say musics. Music is just general, more than one. So anything that is more than one, that is not countable, you won't be using any articles for those ones, also known as zero articles. Before I move on to any examples, do any of you need further help with the definitions to what definite and indefinite article is? you are not sure, please raise your hand up. You can also use the Zoom chat to type in any questions. உங்களுக்கு இதன் கேள்விகள் இருந்துச்சுன்னா please raise your hand up. இல்லாட்டி Zoom chatக்குள்ள ஒரு கேள்வியை டைப் பண்ணலாம்.
Can you explain just one more time?
Which one would you like me to explain, definite or indefinite?
Both.
Okay. So definite is when you refer to a particular thing. So a particular thing could be like, for example, it could be a teacher. Okay, so a teacher could be a maths teacher. You have one maths teacher, so you're talking about that one maths teacher. So you are being specific about who you are talking about. And then indefinite would be the other way around. So indefinite is where you use a and an, and they are for things that are you're talking about in general. So in general, if you're talking about, like if you see here, do you understand how you use a and an for these words? Do you understand this part?
Yes.
Okay, so for this part, these are known as singular countable nouns. So a singular noun, a dog, is a singular noun because it's one dog. An egg is one egg. But do you understand why you use a and an? What's the difference between using an? Why do you use an?
Because E is a vowel letter.
Good, well done. So any word that starts with a vowel letter must have an in front of it. Okay. And then indefinite here, non-specific. So when you're not talking about anything specific, just in general. So in general, we use a or an. So in general, if you're going to talk about just like eggs in general, so eggs more than one, isn't it? So you would say the eggs. Or if you're going to talk about a girl in your classroom, a new girl in your classroom, then you can say the girl has very long hair. So you're talking about the girl in general by describing her with having long hair. So these are the difference. So does that make sense? Is that clear now?
Yes.
Okay. Any more questions? Do any of you guys have any more questions? Okay. I'm going to move on to going through the examples. So if you look here, think of the sky at night. Okay, so if you think about the sky at night, there are going to be millions of stars in the sky and only one moon. Okay, but when you tell this to someone, you're not going to say, I saw millions of stars last night. It's impossible. You can't see millions of stars. Okay, you probably saw one or two, but when you say it, you won't say, I saw one star, I saw 3 stars. I saw a star last night. You're being, in general, you're just saying that you saw a star last night. Okay, and then the same with when you say moon, you won't say, I saw moons last night. There's only one moon. So I saw the moon because you're being specific and you're saying, I saw the moon last night. So that is the difference. So with the star, you won't say, I saw stars last night, or I saw millions of stars last night. So you'll just be in general, you would just say, I saw a star last night. So if you look at the table below, so you've got indefinite and definite. So for indefinite, you use a and an. For definite, you use the. Okay, so don't use the for indefinite. Indefinite only uses a and an, and definite uses definite uses the. And then you've got singular countable nouns only. So indefinite nouns only works with singular countable nouns. And a noun specific or a thing. So you have to remember about what are singular nouns, and then definite article talks about all nouns in general. So don't forget what a noun is. A noun is a person, a place, or a thing. So we're going to do some questions now. And you need to insert a, so you need to write a, and the. It says the twice, so ignore that. Or zero article. So it says zero article, but we're going to be, I went through most of the questions and it's just a, and the. So we're going to go through them together. And then I'll give you guys some to do on your own. So with the first one, I work with, and then we see man. Man is one. So you would say, I work with a man. Let me make that a bit bigger. A moment, guys. Okay, so man is one. If they said men, that is more than one. Okay, women is more than one. Woman means one. So know the difference between the two. And two women. And then they're saying something, man is quite nice. So you would say the man, because you're talking about the man, you're being specific. You would say the man is quite nice, but something, women are not friendly. But the women are not very friendly. So you won't say, but women are not friendly, because they're talking about more than one. So remember, a would be only used if you're talking about a singular noun. So it's not a singular noun. Did you all understand the first question? Guys, did you all understand the first question? Is there anyone that is not sure with the answers? Okay, let's do the second one. She lives on something 5th floor. So she lives on, what would it be?
The
5th floor. Well done. So it won't be she lives on a 5th floor or an 5th floor, because you're being specific that she lives on the 5th floor. The third one, my neighbor is something mechanic. So what would it be? You're talking about your neighbor and you're mentioning a specific job that he does. He or she, I don't know. My neighbor is, what would it be? A, an, or the?
A.
Good. Well done. Can someone tell me why you would not use an in this sentence? Why will we not use
Not
an in this
letter.
sentence? Sorry?
M is not a vowel letter.
Good. Well done. It'll be lovely to hear more students volunteer, guys. Only then I will understand whether you're understanding this topic. Even if the answer is wrong, I will correct you. So please, I want to see more students volunteering. Unless I start unmuting your audio. So if we look at the fourth one, he went to something Spain last month. He went to the Spain last month. Actually, that one is a zero article. So this one, you will just use a dash because it's a zero article. So you won't say he went to a Spain. A Spain does not make sense because Spain is a country. And you won't use an. And you won't say he went to the Spain last month as well. So it's a zero article. So if we go back to what zero article is here. So it is sometimes also possible to have no article at all. So you use this sign that the so-called zero article. This can happen with all nouns, but normally with singular countable nouns. So this sentence here, is a zero countable noun, a zero article. In fact, you wouldn't even need to use that. You can just leave it as he went to Spain last month. There's no need to really leave a gap before that sentence. You can just say as he went to Spain last month without even including the zero article. The fifth question.
Hand raise signal பாவிங்க பிள்ளைகள் to let us know நீங்க ரெடி ஆன்சர் பண்ணாண்டு டர்ன்ஸ் எடுத்து ஆன்சர் பண்ண பழகுங்க.
The fifth question. So there's not going to be a word in front of this one. I think it's just must be a type error. So Tokyo is something largest city in the world. So would it be Tokyo is a largest city, or Tokyo is an largest city, or would it be Tokyo is the largest city in the world? Who would like to have a go at that question? Okay, can I have Cheryl, if you can answer that question? Daniel, English Club. Guys, time is ticking. I need someone to answer that question.
டேனியல் இங்கிலீஷ் கிளப் அன்மியூட் பண்ணிட்டு ஆன்சர் பண்றீங்களா? Could I have Mariah then answer? Unmute பண்ணுங்க Mariah. கிளியரா இல்ல. மழையா கேட்கல, வேற சத்தம் கேக்குது. குயிக்கா ஆன்சர் பண்ணுங்க பிள்ளைகள், நேரம் எடுக்காம கணக்க. ஓகே, அடுத்தது தலவான் தானே, தவளான் தானே, ரெடியா இருக்கும். மழையா ரெடியா? வால்யூம் சவுண்ட் கேட்கல. ஓகே, மியூட்டடா போயிட்டீங்க திரும்ப.
It's fine. Okay, so Cheryl has given me the answer in the chat. So it
On
is
the chat, okay.
is the largest city in the world. And then we have something, capital of something, France. So it would be the capital of, it should be France. I don't know why there's a gap there. Let me just hide that for you guys so you don't get confused. So the capital of France is Paris. Sorry guys, I should have checked this earlier, but I don't know why there's these gaps. So capital of France is Paris, but, and then it will be the capital of United Kingdom is London, which has been spelt incorrectly, unfortunately. And I should have noticed that. London. Number 7, something president will be on TV tonight. So will it be a president will be on TV tonight, an president will be on TV tonight, or the president will be on TV tonight? So think about president, whether they're being specific or if they're talking in general. So is it a singular noun? Can I have Tillery? Item number 7.
The president will be on TV tonight.
I think Aitan wanted to answer that question. Okay, well done, Anika. Aitan, do you want to do number 8? You can do number 8.
Would you like to be a actor?
An actor.
Let's have your brother have a go. Let's let him have a go. Aitan, have a go.
No.
Number 8. Try and
You need
make
to
it-
unmute.
Would you like to be an actor?
Will it be a actor or an actor?
An actor.
Why? Why is it an?
A is a verb.
Good. Well done. Number 9. Mary comes from something USA. So will it be a, an, or the? Can I have ABC Muscalio?
Mary comes from the USA.
Okay, why is it the? Why will you use the? Any idea? The reason why you use the for this sentence is because there is only one United States of America. So you won't say a or an. So you're being specific. So you would say Mary comes from the USA. Okay, we're going to do one more and then I'm going to let you guys finish the rest of the homework and then we're going to move on to lesson 9 of grammar. So I'm going to end it here. So number 10, I like something, flowers in your garden. So understand whether they're talking about more than one or if they're talking about one. So is it going to be I like a, an, or the flowers in your garden?
I like the flowers in your garden.
Good. Well done. Good job. Right. So I trust that you guys all understand this topic because I didn't receive any messages from anyone or none of you guys raised your hand up for help. So I assume you all understand what the difference is between definite and indefinite. So your task is to finish off the remaining questions for homework, to also go through this text as well. So this will help you for your revision time for your exams, your test that is coming up soon. So it will help you for the revision purpose. And then you also have some extra homework as well here. So I'll let you guys finish that off. So next week we'll be doing lesson 10, which is singular and plural. So what you can do is before coming into your next session, you can go through the notes just so that you have an idea about what you're going to be taught about. And just, you can even do some research about what is singular and plural before coming in. So let's move on to lesson 9. Okay. So we're going to do this comprehension today. And then for homework, you have a different set of comprehension to complete. I don't know whether, oh yeah, I've got the answers here. So you can check at the end if you've done it correctly. Right, can I have a student to read this text? Who would like to do some reading? Who would like to do some reading? I'm sure you guys do reading in with Ida teacher. So let's see. Yeah, got Georgia.
This is
Nelly. She is a nurse. She is tall and thin. She works at the hospital. She looks after sick people. She gets up at 6 o'clock in the morning. She takes a shower and puts on her clothes. Then she eats the breakfast at 6:30. At 7 o'clock, she drives her car to the hospital. Nelly starts work at 8 o'clock. She cleans the rooms in the hospital. Then she helps the doctors. At 12 o'clock, she has lunch. She goes home at 5 o'clock. At home, she takes a shower and she cooks dinner. She has a dinner at 6:30 in the evening. Then she watches TV. At 10 o'clock, she goes to bed.
Okay. Really good reading, but just one small correction. You are reading way too fast. Okay, so I don't know how many students were able to pick up what you were reading, but try to read a bit more slower next time so that the other students can pick up what you are reading. And remember, when there is a full stop, always remember to take a breath, guys. Don't read completely past that full stop. So remember to take like a 2-second breath before you move on to reading the next sentence. So this comprehension, this text is about Nelly. She's the main character. She is a nurse. Okay, they have described her as tall and thin. She works at the hospital, and her job is to look after sick people. And then the next paragraph, she gets up at 6 o'clock in the morning. So every day for work, she needs to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. She takes a shower and puts on her clothes. She then eats breakfast at 6:30. So breakfast is like the morning meal, and she has it at 6:30, so 6:30. At 7 o'clock, she drives her car to the hospital. So we know that she takes her car to the hospital. So she doesn't take the bus, she doesn't take the train, or she doesn't walk. She takes the car to the hospital. And then Nelly starts work at 8 o'clock. She cleans the rooms in the hospital. Then she helps the doctors. At 12 o'clock, she has her lunch. She goes home at 5 o'clock, so that is the time she finishes her work. At home, she takes a shower and she cooks dinner. She has dinner at 6:30 in the evening, which is 6:30 in the evening. Then she watches TV. At 10 o'clock, she goes to bed. So it's basically a daily routine of this nurse who is Nelly's daily routine. They've spoke about it here. So we're going to use these informations given to us to help answer the following question. So it has to be in sentences. So do not write in one word. So I will help you in how you can write in full sentence. So what is her name? Don't say Nelly. We know her name is Nelly, but how do you write that in a sentence? So if you look at the question given to you, her name. Oh, I need to change the color. Her name is the key words used in this question. So you would say, her name is Nelly. And that is how you write your answer in sentence, full sentence. Okay. The next question, what is she? So they're asking you what her occupation is. So you won't say nurse. We know she's a nurse, but how do you write that in a sentence? So you would use the word she as your starting word for your sentence. And you would say, she is a nurse. Are you all understanding how to write your answer in full sentence? So I'm sure you guys have done comprehensions before, but you just have to remember not to write your answers in one word. It's easy to write in one word, but learning how to write in full sentence is the key. Any questions so far?
No.
Okay. Number 3, Where does she work? So can someone give me the answer to that question? Where does she work? How will you write
She-
that answer in
She
full?
works at the hospital.
Good. Well done. So in this sentence, you won't say she work. Okay, even though it says work in the question, you will say she works at the hospital because that is where she is working. She works at the hospital. You can say Nelly works at the hospital, that is fine. Or you can say she works at the hospital. Both answers will be fine. Number 4, is she fat? That's a bit rude. Okay, so number 4, is she fat? So how is this nurse described? How have they described her at the beginning of the if you look at the beginning of the comprehension, they have given you a description about this nurse. So is she fat? Number 4.
Oh, she's thin.
Good. So you would say no. She is thin. Okay. You can say she is thin, or you can say no because she's not fat. No, you say no, and then you put a comma. She is thin. Number 5, can she drive a car? How will you write your answer for number 5? Let's see who has not answered. Asra easy. BGC English Club. Guys, time waste பண்ணக்கூடாது. Please, can someone answer that question? Like I said, it doesn't matter if you are wrong. I will correct you, but I need to be seeing more students trying. It's just the same students keep raising their hands up. New AG Bethel. Sorry, I'm not too sure how to pronounce this name. And is it Savukari EC? Can you share your answer for that sentence?
Savukadisi.
Savukari EC.
ஓகே, பிள்ளைகளுடைய வகுப்புல கலந்து கொள்றீங்கன்னா நீங்க ஆன்சர் பண்றதும் பார்ட் ஆஃப் த லெசன். என்ன டீச்சர் இங்கிலாந்துல இருந்து வந்து படிப்பிக்கிறாங்களுக்கு. ஸோ டக்குன்னு ஆன்சர் பண்ணணும் பிள்ளைகள். ஸோ கெதியில ஆன்சர் பண்ணி கொண்டு போகலாம். என்ன நாங்க ஒவ்வொரு கேள்விகளும் So who's going to answer?
I've actually called out a few. Oh, I've been muted.
Unmute
Nisha,
பண்ணுங்க.
answer.
Can she driving a car?
Can she drive a car? Do you understand the question? கேள்வி விளங்கிச்சுதா உங்களுக்கு? Can she drive a car anda அவ வந்து கார் ஓடுவாவான்னு கேக்கினம்.
No.
Nova. If you look here, இதுல மென்ஷன் பண்ணிருக்கணும் அவ கார் ஓடுவாண்டு. Yeah, இதுல பாத்தீங்களா at 7 o'clock she drives her car to the hospital. So அவ கார்ல தான் ஹாஸ்பிட்டலுக்கு போறவா. விளங்கிச்சுதா? அது என்னன்னு நீங்க இப்ப சென்டென்ஸ் எழுதுவீங்க? ட்ரை பண்ணுங்க என்னென்ன சென்டென்ஸ் இப்ப எழுதுவீங்க? இப்ப அவ கார் ஓடுவான்னு தெரியும் உங்களுக்கு. அது சென்டென்ஸா என்னென்ன எழுதுவீங்க? ஓகே, நான் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணி விடுறேன் உங்களுக்கு. She drives
To the hospital.
to work. இப்படியும் நீங்க சொல்லலாம். She drives to work. இல்லாட்டி she drives to the hospital. விளங்கிச்சுதா? Number 6. Does she get up at 6 o'clock? So that question is asking you, அவ வந்து 6 மணிக்கு எழும்புறவான்னு கேட்கணும். So does she get up at 6 o'clock? So உங்களுக்கு கேள்வியின் ஆன்சர் உங்களுக்கு விளங்காட்டி go back and check. So இதில் என்ன சொல்லியிருக்கணும்? She gets up at 6 o'clock in the morning. So it is right. So how will you write your answer as a full sentence? Does she get up at 6 o'clock? Changalari, easy. யாராவது கேள்வி? யார் ஆன்சர் பண்ண போறது செங்கலடியில இருந்து?
Yes, Sandy.
Number 6. Does she get up at 6 o'clock?
She get up at 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. You sure? என்ன சொல்லிருக்கு இதுல?
She get up 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
In the morning.
6 கிளம்புறவா?
Oh, yes.
அப்ப என்னன்னு நீங்க அத சென்டென்ஸா என்ன எழுதுவீங்க?
Up at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Good. So you can say yes. She gets up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Illathi 6 o'clock ne namuduran. I haven't got enough space. Okay. Right, so far, are you all understanding how to answer these questions in full sentence? Do any of you have any questions to ask? Not sure about how to write answers in full sentence? Velangati kaya utti kalanga velangalande. Don't sit there in silence. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the next question. Number 7, does she eat breakfast at 7 o'clock? அவ 7 மணிக்கு வந்து அவளோட breakfast வந்து சாப்பிடுறவன்னு கேட்கணும். Breakfast
No,
வந்து morning சாப்பிடுற meal.
No, she eats her breakfast at 6:30.
Right, well done. Number 8, does she cook dinner at the hospital? Urugama English Club.
Seven o'clock.
என்ன டைம் சமைக்கிறவா? கேள்வி என்ன கேக்குது? Does she cook?
Teacher, Sinhala medium.
Oh, single. Okay, right. So the question is asking you, does she cook dinner at the hospital? Where does she cook dinner?
At 8 o'clock.
No. Where does she cook dinner? The question is asking you, does she cook dinner at hospital? Is that where she makes her dinner? If you look here, at home, she takes a shower and she cooks dinner. So where does she cook dinner? She cooks her dinner at home. Or you can say she cooks dinner at home. Number 9, does she help the doctors? Does she help the doctors?
You wrote she cooks dinner at somewhere, but it's home.
Oh, thank you. Alicia, can you answer that question?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Number 9.
Yes.
So just are you just going to write yes for that answer? That question, just going to write yes.
9.
So the question is asking you, does she help the doctors? Is that yes or no?
Yes, she helps the doctors.
Good. Well done. The next question, does she go to bed at night? So does she go to bed at night?
Yes, she goes.
So she goes to bed. Okay, I'm going to take a pause because I'm not satisfied with the number of students that are not answering questions. I can't keep asking you guys. I need to see more students volunteering. I'm calling out some names, but you're not unmuting your audio. I don't know why.
They can unmute the audience, Jalisha.
Oh. I'm calling out the names, Auntie, but they're not unmuting.
பிள்ளைகள் நீ இருக்கிற சில